Well, Chris Paul has retired from the NBA after playing 21 seasons in the league. I'm disappointed that he did not get the farewell tour that he deserved this season. In his last season in the NBA, he only played in 16 games for the Clippers before the team parted ways with him. And he was traded to the Raptors but was waived, so he figured he'd call it quits while the season's going on. See, like nobody else would probably pick him up, even with him being waived by the Raptors, so he called it quits. It sucks because Chris Paul deserved a better farewell tour than he actually got. And I was hoping and praying that if the Clippers were to turn around a bit, where they go on a hot winning streak, which they actually did, I thought that maybe they would come to their senses and bring back Chris Paul. But no, they did not. Either way, Chris Paul had a great career. He's obviously first ballot Hall of Famer. He's definitely, I believe, a top 10 greatest point guard of all time. Wherever you rank him, some may put him in the top 5. For me, I think I would have him like number 6 as the greatest point guard of all time. Like I would have like Magic Johnson first, obviously, no question. Oscar Robertson, Isaiah Thomas, Jason Kidd, and Stephen Curry. And then Chris Paul's like right there, number 6. Now, some people put Stephen Curry number 2 behind Magic. I guess it's due to the fact he won 2 regular season MVPs and he got 4 championships. But I mean, just because he got 4 championships and 2 regular season MVPs doesn't mean he's automatically number 2. Like, you can put Oscar Robertson at number 2. Like, Oscar Robertson was like the original triple double before guys like Jason Kidd and Russell Westbrook came around. We got to give Oscar Robertson his props. It ain't his fault he didn't win 4 championships, or not the exact amount of MVPs as Steph. So there's nothing wrong having Oscar Robertson at number 2, or anybody else that's not Steph. I mean, come on now. And I would take Isaiah Thomas over Steph due to the fact that he won back-to-back championships with the Pistons as the number 1 guy. Steph, as the number 1 guy, didn't even win back-to-back championships with the Warriors. The only time he's close to doing that was 2016, when they were 73-9 in the regular season, but they blew it where they lost in the upset to the Cavs in the 2016 NBA Finals. And yeah, I know he won back-to-back championships when they had Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant was the best player on that team when they won back-to-back championships. Steph was the second best player on the team. Kevin Durant was the best player on the team to win back-to-back as the number 1 guy. Steph won back-to-back as the number 2 guy, not the number 1 guy with the Warriors, is what I'm saying. And then Jason Kidd obviously wasn't the shooter that Steph was or the scorer, but wherever Jason Kidd went, he made teams better, and when he left, they got worse. And he was a great defender. I think he was a better defender than Steph. I mean, Steph's not a bad defender, but he's like an above average defender. Way better passer. He made teammates better, and he was a way better rebounder than Steph. I love me some Jason Kidd. Yeah, Chris Paul, he will be missed. He'll be missed in the NBA. And regardless how players and certain people feel about Chris Paul, I mean, he deserves his flowers, and he deserves his respect as a basketball player. Chris Paul, he played with the New Orleans Hornets, Los Angeles Clippers, Houston Rockets, Oklahoma City Thunder, Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors, and the San Antonio Spurs. He played with 7 different teams. His prime years were obviously with the Hornets and the Clippers. His best statistical season was the 2008-2009 season when he's with the Hornets, where he averaged a career high 22.8 points per game. He shot a career high 50% from the field, a career high 5.5 rebounds. He led the league in assists for the second time in his career, 11 assists. He had a career high 2.8 steals per game, and he led the league in steals for the second time in his career. And he played in a career high 38.5 minutes per game. He also finished second in MVP voting during the 2007-2008 season, where Kobe ended up winning the MVP. Some people thought that Chris Paul should have won the MVP, especially since he led the team the second best record in the Western Conference. Yeah, he could have won the MVP, but I guess they figured they'd give it to Kobe because Kobe never won the MVP. Kobe finished with a better record in the West than CP3 did, so it is what it is. Shout outs to Chris Paul, aka CP3, aka the Point God. I wish you good luck with what you do next in the future. Maybe he can do like some business stuff on the side with his retirement, play some ball with his son and whatnot. You know, people talking about, ooh, maybe he can do broadcasting or do a podcast. I don't see Chris Paul doing his own podcast. I'm sorry. And just because he a former athlete doesn't mean he has to do broadcasting. Maybe CP3 don't want to do broadcasting. Chris Paul, I just wish you had a better season this year. I wish you had a farewell tour that you deserved. And the Clippers, man, you know, they got better with the winning streak that they had. I mean, James Harden has been balling, and Kawhi Leonard, you know, they looking like their prime selves in the past. And they're currently now 10th in the Western Conference, which is great. So they still have a chance to still make the playoffs. But I don't know, man. After what they done to CP3 and then this scandal that they had investigated that involves Kawhi and probably Steve Ballmer, I can't believe I'm saying this. I pray for a downfall for the Clippers, because what they did to Chris Paul, doing them dirty, I'm sorry. They don't deserve to win nothing. There's a reason why this franchise has been a joke for a long time. You guys suck. You know, I was really hoping that the Clippers could win a championship with Kawhi Leonard on the team, but he missing games due to injuries and his load management crap. Paul George failed, you know, with him missing a lot of games due to injuries as well. And I'm like, why y'all trade James Harden? And I guess James Harden, maybe he wanted more money. And maybe James Harden, maybe he probably didn't want to be involved with the whole investigation thing coming out. Maybe he thought it might ruin his chances of going to the Hall of Fame, which I doubted, but that's probably another reason he left. And he probably didn't like the fact that he didn't make the All-Star team, but Kawhi did, which I get. I thought he should have made the All-Star team. It's like they should have put in both Harden and Kawhi in the All-Star game, but still, he should still be playing for the Clippers. I don't like the fact that the Cavs got rid of Darius Garland, and I understand Darius Garland is injury prone, but he's still younger than James Harden. Besides, James Harden, he's the same dude when it comes to the playoffs. He always chokes. He always chokes in the biggest moment. So don't be surprised when the Cavs get into the playoffs, he ends up choking and they don't get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm telling you, I got a feeling it's going to happen, because that's James Harden's career in the playoffs. He chokes. And some people got the nerve to say he a top 10 shooting guard of all time. I'm sorry. I understand he's a great player, but I don't see how you can put somebody in the top 10 of greatest shooting guard of all time when he constantly chokes all the freaking time in the big moments. I'm sorry. Anyways, the Cavs should have kept Darius Garland. They should have kept DeAndre Hunter, who's one of your best defenders. What the hell? And it sucks that Clippers team broke up, where they were a really older veteran team to now trying to get a bit younger. Imagine this 2026 Clipper squad in their primes this season. Man, they would have been dope. They would have been easily the best team in the league. If they were in their primes, Chris Paul wouldn't be parting waves. Nobody gets traded. It would be nice if players could be restored back into their primes, just to see how the league would look, you know, just something to think about. And I know some people probably say, oh, what about the cap space? Man, F the cap space. We talking about players in their primes, to see how interesting it would be. Oh, then they got rid of Zubac. I'm like, why'd y'all trade Zubac? Are you kidding me? What the hell? It's like Clippers don't want to win. Man, F the Clippers for that. Whatever. Anyway, shout out to Chris Paul. You will be missed, man.
It's so far.